Hello and welcome and welcome and hello and hello and welcome and good morning and welcome and hello. Happy hump day, everybody. It's your portly prognosticator. It's Danny Deals. Welcome and hello. Good morning. It's un Poco Mas. This program is being brought to you by the Tebadaki method, the only trading system developed specifically for plus-size gentlemen, for portly investors, for those of us who are not cutting our carbs, but we're trying to, in fact, grow our portfolios. It's the Tebadaki method. The course will be out soon. It will be unaffordable, unattainable, and yes, we will be weighing in anyone who wants to buy the course. And if you're not at least 20 stone, preferably 22 stone, we will not be allowing you to purchase the course. So we don't portions. So, ladies, if you're heavy, we will consider you. But anyway, guys, I'm a complete idiot, but you already know that if you enjoy this channel regularly. I'm sorry, I've been feeling a little bit sick. I haven't slept much in the last 4 days. I've been battling tax returns and documents and angry clients, things that go bump in the night, guys. I'm just getting sick. It's very unfortunate. But anyway, I don't mean to cry you a river. I'm a huge Karen, as you know. If you can't hear me, I don't care. I'm not going to talk really loud. I've been on the phone, guys, just constantly kind of losing my voice, but I'm going to get through this really quick. People are asking me, is SoFi out of momentum? Absolutely not. My new target in the short term, $13.60. I think it's going to break that down now directly after earnings. I said it's going to go through 10.13 before earnings or right after. The whole picture has changed. The whole landscape has changed. SoFi should not be getting a hybrid valuation with fintech and bank. SoFi should be getting what I call a Fintech Plus valuation. The deals we're seeing prove, like Upstart has been going absolutely nuts on the basis of these, financing deals. The CEO, like I said, he just farted into a microphone after the last ER, and the stock is going absolutely insane. It's basically promises, hints, allegations, and things left unsaid. It's like a Gin Blossoms record or something. And by the way, I love the Gin Blossoms, great band. In any case, I don't want to talk about bands I like right now. I'll just go on forever. But what I'm talking about, Fintech Plus, guys. SoFi is making financing deals. SoFi has a loan clearinghouse that is fee-based. That's just going to make them money. They're not using any capital. This is Fintech 101. And SoFi is in a far better position than Upstart or Affirm or any of these other fuckheads to capitalize on the reduction in interest rates. Their loans are garbage anyway. I mean, they're just selling off loans. They're not really a lender. They're not really a bank. And people paint that as a negative for SoFi. But SoFi can build out an entire fintech and scale that just as fast as Upstart or just as fast as, Affirm, and they can use AI and they can say buzzwords. So the model is Fintech Plus. Get it into the ether. Get it through your head. Fintech Plus. SoFi is not, it's a bank, it's growing. So SoFi is a rapidly growing bank and lender. And that's a great thing. Those are very profitable business activities. Separately than that, SoFi has this software business, Galileo, and you're seeing great announcements coming out of Galileo. That's going to grow. That's going to start to grow rapidly. I think you're going to start to see that in Q3 in this ER, and definitely Q4, and definitely next year. This is a stock we've had to be patient with, but don't celebrate $10, guys. $10 is nothing. $10 is the SPAC price. And yeah, it probably was a little overvalued at 10, 4 years ago. Let's be fair. It was a very small company and they hadn't proven anything yet. But, damn near flawless execution, consistency, it inspires a lot of confidence over the last, 14 quarters. And I'll point again to Luke from the Stealth Wealth guy. I watched his SoFi video. That guy's about as conservative as it gets. Like, he believes in being very, very disciplined, unlike myself. He's very grounded. He doesn't do this like pie in the sky thing, get rich quick. And he even made the comment, I heard it, like, I have almost never seen performance and growth this consistent over this many quarters. It's very, very rare. And I completely agree with that statement. So anyway, I'm a subscriber of his, by the way. So anyway, he's one of the YouTubers that actually knows what the fuck he's talking about. There's not very many of them. I'm certainly not one. But hello and welcome, guys. Welcome and hello. Of course, it is Poco Mas. I apologize. I'm being kind of quiet. It is still a bit early out here, but almost 8 o'clock. But I'm just not feeling well. Head cold, sore throat, and not sleeping and just working way, way, way too much. But Fintech Plus, guys. Fintech Plus. This company is a bank, it's a fintech, it's a software business. These things are distinct. These valuations should not drag one another down. They should actually increase one another. So value SoFi as 3 separate companies or 2 separate companies. But it's Fintech Plus. Why do I think $15 is entirely reasonable? Look at this nice volume here, 15 million shares, nice moderate volume. Stock's going to go back up today. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Institutions are going to accumulate. They don't care about these, lame, tiny wing short sellers. And just a note for Morgan Fudley, you Midwest values, neck bolt freak. No, he's a very handsome man. The $6 sell rating trying to step on the rally, the little Timmy Spitzer over at KB Week W, KBW, $7. You're not going to be able to step on this rally because the ER is coming, and everybody with a brain on the street knows what's coming with guidance, knows that SoFi is probably the best positioned fintech. It's the only one that's a bank. It's the only one that owns this tech stack. Galileo deploying new features just today. SoFi making another new deal yesterday. SoFi making another new, advertising deal with Serena Williams, who, people love in Los Angeles. She's an icon, one of the greatest tennis players of all time. And I am the fat tennis ninja, as you know. So deal after deal after deal. I mean, the Fortress deal was massive because that is what gives you the Fintech Plus valuation. It's the exact same type of deal Upstart makes, and the multiple Upstarts is getting is just insane for their sales, for their growth. SoFi's the far better company, the far better investment. I mean, Hood's been doing well. There's no doubt. Hood's numbers have gone up, but look at the consistency. That's what Luke was talking about. Look at the consistency. Hood is all over the place. Hood is dependent on crypto. Hood is dependent on trading. Hood is dependent on what's going on just in terms of how their traders are doing in the market. If the market falls apart, it's going to be, tough titty, said the kitty when the milk ran dry. And SoFi will have continued to hedge, continue to perform. Like, a lot of people are somewhat disappointed in SoFi's credit card offerings. They seem a bit pedestrian, a bit, tepid, like a bowl of tepid soup with no seasoning. Excuse me, I don't think there's any seasoning in my soup. He's like, yes, that's how the chef makes it. It's very bland. Enjoy. I'm confused. Well, this isn't a restaurant. Okay, I'm even more confused. Anyway, welcome and hello, guys. Hello and welcome. Sorry if things aren't incredibly clear. I'm very, very tired. I have tried not to drink too much coffee, but the days and nights are kind of running together. Finally finished everything I could for both my taxes and my clients' taxes, and nobody's panicking anymore. Everybody's, The babies have their diapers on and they've been put to bed. Little shoe shine boys, little truck stop all stars. You know, head on home and get your shine box, if you know what I mean. Anyway, guys, apologies. Welcome and hello. Hello and welcome. Let's take a look at the chart. Obviously, just completely broke out of this wedge. It's going to break through this 1050 resistance. I have absolutely no doubt. I see where options are. You know, look at the volume. Like the calls are really, 10, 11, puts 10, 950. Max Pain is still listed at 9, but that's on a bunch of dead money. Options are looking for the stock to move up. Market makers are moving it up. These guys, like I said, Midwest values with Morgan Fudley. This guy's ratings are a joke. He's successful 41% of the time. Morgan Stanley had some highly experienced analyst on the stock. I think she was 30 years in the business. Maybe she retired or something. But, this guy, in my opinion, is a hack. $6 sell. I mean, they're going to sell like $3 billion next year. So with the growth they're getting and with the software business and all the deals and what's going to happen as interest rates are cut, he's valuing the company at, like 2 times next year's sales. And they're profitable and the profit's going to be growing and all the estimates. So it's a ridiculous call. I mean, it's not as ridiculous as the bologna sandwich at $4 based on fair value accounting mumbo jumbo. Bunch of, bullshit, basically. I mean, I can't follow it all. But again, that chain guy, who I did put a link last time, I'll put another link. Dude, he broke this thing down. Like, he's like, these are logical fallacies. Like, he's talking in circles. This should have already happened. It should be like, that scene in Margin Call. He's like, well, so you're saying this is no, I'm saying it already is happening. Like, who is the man? Let's hear directly from the man who discovered all this. Speak with me as if I'm a 5-year-old or a golden retriever. So I assure you it was not brains that got me here. Stand up and speak in a clear voice. It's like, well, as you know, I work in risk assessment here at MBS for Kevin Spacey. He's a lot of allegations. I'm not associated with that. I'm known for Star Trek. Anyway, guys, as I told you, I'm very, very tired. If this isn't making a lot of sense, I apologize. Lo siento. Please forgive me. Ayúdame. A biblioteca. Anyway, guys, I don't give a flying fuck. You guys can go do something else, but just want to talk a little. So things to try to step on the stock. It's the deals that are coming out in terms of let me get you a look at the live short interest, guys. Sorry, that's working again. Don't be sucked in by this. Also, they're gonna borrow again. Interestingly, cost to borrow max on SoFi was just 8%. That's weird. That means there wasn't a lot of shares available. Of course, you might expect that on the run, but they're just churning right now, just desperate to try to make something happen around 10. But I'm telling you, the stock's going to go up to 1360 right after earnings, and the ER is going to be, I don't know if the ER will be a blowout, but guidance will be dramatic because nothing new has been in guidance. No new products are in guidance. LaPointe made that point. SoFi Technologies price prediction. So this is what I was talking about. SoFi Technologies adopts Galileo's Cyberbank Core, a new commercial. You have to read this, guys. There's so many features in this. It's just crazy. Like, you have to read this stuff. Those who think Galileo doesn't have value and you value this as a bank are just flatliners, guys. They're out to lunch. They're the kind of people that like go to a steakhouse and order the chicken. I just don't want the cholesterol. I'm just gonna get something light. Was that a chicken breast or? No, it's a whole bird stuffed with gorgonzola, bacon, It's like, I'll have a salad. Very good, sir. I'll bring you a dress as well. Anyway, guys, welcome and hello and welcome, welcome and hello. It's Poco Mas. We're going to keep it low right now. What's up, M. Russo? How's it going? I don't have the time or the energy to read your idiotic comments today. I would just like to thank Not a Lurker for being here. Of course, the great Cum Rocket. U.S. Air Force is here. Good to see you, Mattis. Hello and welcome, Mattis. Of course, the great moderator, Alberto Bertie Avilés. What the hell was I talking about? I don't know. So, yeah, so news... I don't know if this is on the wire or what this is, but so Sofi Tech around banking, but if you want to see it, it's on the wire. So there'll probably be some stories out about it later. But another deal, just read this one, guys. So we are thrilled that our new commercial payment sponsor banks built on Galileo is powerful, and it gives you all the benefits like cloud-based architecture, real-time processing, scalability, agility, robust security, and this is enhanced. I think this is, I don't know if it's like the same type of thing. I don't understand technology. I'm just an old fat guy. I can barely use, my smartphone or the interweb or this YouTube thing. But sorry, I'm not seeing it here. Maybe the news is over here. Looks like the stock is trying to push up. I don't know. They made basically an extension of a deal with sort of an internet security company. They enhance security of financial risk, allowing like a different way to look at real-time applications for credit. They don't just look at because traditional credit methods, and I wish it's like Nexus or I forget the name of it, guys. I'm sorry again, just everything's kind of running together in my brain, but I'm sure like a bunch of these turds have done videos on it by now, but I'll look it up and I'll do another video once I've had some sleep. But it essentially, instead of just looking at your past payment history, which is what credit is based on, it looks at a current snapshot of your financial picture, like your bank accounts, your payments. It kind of puts everything together in real time, give you a much better assessment of someone's current financial picture, allowing, a lender or somebody giving credit to evaluate that risk far more effectively, more efficiently, which will let you make more loans. So it's a partnership SoFi already had, and they've been working with this company since 2020. And it basically expands it to allow SoFi to, incorporate another one of their technologies called cash flow or something. Again, I could go back and find the story, but, who really cares? And then, I don't understand the technology well enough to speak intelligently on it. So I don't want to pretend that I do. I'd rather just, read it for yourself. And then I'll watch someone else who's smarter than me's video and then, kick it around from there. But this is actually more important than people think, the Give Her Credit campaign, because, women are the majority of college graduates right now, and in jobs like financing and STEM jobs, there's just more and more women coming in. So I think those of you who like people in the comments who cried like, "Oh, this is woke. Like, why are we doing an ad campaign toward women in finance?" It's just absolutely stupid. Like you think it's woke. I think it's brilliant. Like I want female entrepreneurs coming to SoFi, seeing that it's innovative, it's new, it's for a new day, it's for a new type of thinking, more efficient. It's just, I'm not saying like, hey, target exclusively females. I want male customers as well, but females have traditionally just been underserved in like banking, financing, lending, small business, entrepreneurship. So I think the fact that SoFi is, making a point of reaching out to women and making these campaigns, I think it's a great thing. I mean, and then Cameron Brink, who's with the Los Angeles WNBA teams to honor the 50th anniversary of the Equal Credit Protection Act. It's just very interesting. I watched the commercial that she's in, and like, not that long ago, if you were a woman and you wanted a loan and you weren't married, you had to get like your brother or your dad to go in and sign for you. Like, it's no joke, man. So I mean, this was in many of our lifetimes. So society's come a long way. Anyway, that's the basketball player. She's, pretty easy on the eyes, as it were. Probably didn't. I'm not saying that's the reason they hired her, but I've heard of her. She's like, I don't really follow the WNBA too closely, but apparently she's quite popular in the WNBA circles. And actually, she's very good in the commercial. You could believe she's like a newscaster or something. So, I think, again, win-win-win for SoFi, and I think it's a great thing that they were able to land a partnership with Serena Williams, who's just, like I said, an icon. It's not just tennis, but, she's very influential, like socially, here around Los Angeles, and I think, just greater community. So I see it as a huge positive. I don't know how you guys take a look at it, but I think it's another feather in Anthony Noto's cap. I think it's the relationships that he's able to build throughout professional sports, throughout, these different types of people, all different walks of life, reaching out to people who are, traditionally underserved socioeconomically through, the WNBA partnership, and also through the NBA partnerships, all an extension of the same thing. So, we know SoFi is the official bank of the NBA, and this, again, just pushing more toward, females who are up and coming in the entrepreneurial or finance space. I think is a good thing. So, anyway, I'll get down off my soapbox, but I think Anthony Noto really knows what he's doing with branding. I think that's really the key here. I think that's the organic name recognition. All of these things are going to start to work in SoFi's favor. We're not going to have to spend so much money to grow the company. We're not eventually going to have to spend any money to grow the company. Sorry, guys, kind of dehydrated. Stock moving back up. Let's see where we're at here, guys. Apologies. So it's 20 million shares traded on the day, 10.07, so just down 11 cents. But again, this is that dump. I mean, dumped for like 30 minutes exactly. It's back to where it was. So I think there's absolutely no question the stock's going to go back up. Why do you want to short this thing into earnings when management's telling you the earnings are going to be an absolute, blowout? And I think logic says guidance is going to be incredible. I mean, there's really no company better positioned to take advantage of a relatively strong economy with this half-point rate cut. I think people are worried about future rate cuts, but I think that half point alone is plenty to stimulate some demand for the home loan business, plenty to stimulate demand for the student loan business, because they can also extend the duration of the loan so they can lower the payment even if the interest rate isn't that much lower. But a half a point makes a big difference, because SoFi's average customer, just the personal loan, is $25K, student loan is much, much larger. These are not your rinky-dink, hygienist like student loans or community college loans. These are professionals, PhDs, people with advanced degrees, people with a lot of debt, and people with really, really top credit and income. Average SoFi student loan borrowers even much better credit than their personal loan. So SoFi is really going to be able to get all those super premium clients, get them on the wheel, cross-sell them. And that's the whole deal. That's the whole idea behind this company. And then again, you see Galileo. It's been working very quietly. Been in a lab with a pen and a pad trying to get the motherfucking label off, guys. Think Derek White fell off? No, he didn't fall off. Just been working behind the scenes. He's the guy behind the curtain. Often confused with the great not a lurker, our producer Jay Money. No, not so. Derek White. Guys, read the guy's bio. I mean, the guy has led big organizations, Europe, Asia. He's been particularly, active in European banking. He's on the board of, some British companies, board of directors. Don't sleep on this guy. Why did he take the job? This little tiny company in Utah when he's been a very powerful executive of these giant worldwide companies, because of the vision he has. Watch the 52 minutes he talks about. Below the glass, above the glass, in the air, above the glass. He's coming right up. Anyway, guys, welcome and hello and welcome, everybody. Hello and welcome. It's Poco Mas. My voice is about to go, guys. I still want to do a Neo video because that stock's been getting kicked in the very, very stupidly, but say today anything. SoFi's bullish momentum accelerates. Yeah, it's all these positive articles. And the KBW call, I mean, they came out and basically said, like, they thought the agreement, let's see. I shall not do that, J Money. I shan't do that, J Money on the bat phone. No, we don't need any more subs, guys. We got plenty of degenerates and douchebags and hose monkeys. Guys are a bunch of one-eyed trouser snakes out there, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's very. I'm thinking of getting very Euro with this show. No, let's see. Bought back. I'm buying. I was buying Neo today as well. Yeah, SoFi would have to pull back because I just have so much. Have to pull back considerably for me to buy more right now, but I'm definitely not going to sell right now because I think it's going to push up to 1360. I was thinking, hey, it's going to go 1013 around the ER, maybe we'll be after the ER. But I think the Fintech Plus, is going to catch on. The valuation here doesn't make any sense. I mean, if you're talking about 3 billion next year, 15 billion valuation is only 5x next year's sales. That's extremely reasonable. Extremely reasonable. I mean, if you look at the breakdown, one of these nerds did in one of these articles where he's talking about Peter Lynch's model. He runs it through kind of a conservative basis, an aggressive basis, like gets between like 17 and 29. Morningstar has a fair value of 13. Conservative people who are honest and taking a good look at this company are saying, 13, 14. More aggressive people doing DCF model stuff, 18, 20. Some of them I'm seeing 15. But nobody serious has this thing at like 4 or 6. It's just FUD to step on the stock. They've done this before. I mean, if you remember Sloppenheimer, that chipmunk looking Dominic Gabriel, where is he? I don't know. We haven't heard from him in a long time. I don't know what happened to that sack of cheese, but I mean, I remember him doing an interview. I'm pretty sure it was him where he came out and he's like, hey, I love SoFi. I just want to pump the brakes. It's just getting overheated. I want to pump. So if the stock gets some momentum going finally, some of these analysts, they think it's their job to pump the brakes, to step on the price action rather than do actual analysis of where the company's going. They're like, oh, it went up too far, too fast. I'm going to lower the target. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how they behave around this stock. I mean, $6 sell fine, $4 sell fine, based on fair value accounting dangers, and nobody pushes back. And it's like, you can't push back. These guys just make these pronouncements, their giant foreheads and their unibrows. They're like, hey, it's a $4 stock based on issues with accounting, based on all these other issues. And I'll be honest, I'm not smart enough to understand all the stuff he's talking about. But other people who are and push back and just say, certain parts of it just don't make any sense. And he's smart enough to know that. So you have to think he's, jumping through hoops, doing mental gymnastics to get to that $4. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Something is rotten in Denmark, guys. Something stinks. It's not just my coffee breath. Anyway, guys, I don't know. I don't really know what the hell I was talking about. I don't know what I was talking about in the first place. But it ain't done, guys. Nothing is over. Nothing is over. ain't your first blood. Yeah, I know, Johnny. You got to come in so we can talk about this. Like the old days. It's like Troutman. What a great character. Just when he's just putting the that stare to Brian Dennehy. It's like, I'm not here to save Rambo from you. It's like, looks him in the eye like, dude, I'm serious. Look at this fucking beret I'm wearing. This fucking overcoat. Think a fucking unserious man. You think they fly a full bird colonel out here in a fucking $2,000 wool overcoat and a goddamn brand new beret to save Rambo from you? You think that's how this song goes? Oh, you weak sauce fucking turds dumping here. I mean, yeah, I understand if you're coming from 4, you're coming from 6. I'm not mad at you for taking profits, but guys, this thing was 10 at the offering. This was years ago. Saying all the effort, all the execution, all this growth, all these new products, completely reinventing the business, getting the gap net profitability, 4 quarters coming up, trailing profitability, rapidly increasing EPS, moving quickly toward their target margins, doing everything they say they're going to do. If you guys know, the boy who cried wolf, Anthony Noto's the opposite of that little fucker. Anthony Noto just sees the wolf, calmly kills it himself to protect the sheep, skins it, goes off to market, sells that fur to provide for the people of his village, keeps everybody safe, asks for no accolades, just does the work, man. Yes, chef, I'm just doing the work. Do work. Reminds me of rest in peace, Christopher Big Black Boykin from that Big and Rob show. I really like that guy. I think he passed away. At least I hope he did. I don't hope he did, but I hope I'm remembering that right. He was a really funny guy. I hope I'm remembering that wrong, and he's still alive. I don't mean to make light, but every time I think a celebrity has passed away, they're still alive, and if I think they're still alive, they passed away. I'm like, dude, my memory sucks. I'm getting old very, very rapidly. Oh, it's not fun. It's not fun, guys. It's not fun, and it's not funny when you're at a thing like this. You can take this back to Howard, and you can tell Howard to shove it up his ass. What's wrong, Billy? I thought you loved Howard. Yeah, I used to listen to too much Howard Stern, like in the early 90s. Like, stuttering John Melendez. Just ambushing these horrible celebrities. Hey, Billy. Billy Crystal was one of the favorite ones you like to mess with. But Billy, yeah, like, come in disguise. Like, is there going to be Mr. Saturday Night too? And you can. I don't know, man, that sort of ambush radio. This was before all these like TikTok guys were doing it in jest, and it was like 2 real celebrities to their faces. It was just a whole different thing. It was very brave. People used to punch Stuttering John. Anyway, I don't want to make this like a Howard Stern show. I haven't listened in years. Like, it just got very boring. No offense to anybody, but just way too like political. Like, it was kind of like a working man show. It's like a blue collar show, and it's gotten very sort of, Connecticut mansion for my tastes. A little bit too much, skin cream and Ugg boots for a manly man such as myself, a portly gentleman. And guys, I'm going to be selling my trading system, the Tebadaki method, based on the teachings of my great uncle, Kneasok Hedbandian, who they used to call Tebadaki out of respect. And he developed a system for portly investors, for gentlemen of generous proportions who want to increase their gains the way they've increased their waistlines. And we do have to weigh you in before you can buy the course, which makes it a little bit awkward, so we can't sell it online. We're actually doing it at state fairs, different seminars. And if you get on our mailing list, we'll be bringing you that information as quickly as we can, but you have to be a minimum of 20 stone, guys. We prefer you be 22 stone. If you are 25 stone, we actually do give you a 50% discount because we feel your lifetime subscription just won't be very long. Unfortunately, guys, the message here is you can both lose weight and invest. You don't have to be a chunky monkey, a funky stock junkie. You can be healthy, happy, and on your way to financial happiness. And that's why we're going to sell you the Tebadaki method. The course is going to be, we haven't priced it exactly. It's going to be somewhere between $15,000 and $20,000 per month. So it's going to be for people who are qualified investors, high net worth investors, and heavy investors, both financially and literally, if you take my meaning, and I think you do. No, so far as literal listing price is $10. You know that one. Yeah, man. No, I don't move on Air Force. I'm like a gay cowboy. I can't quit this one. So, no, I don't have, guys, I don't have that much of my money in SoFi. Like, I don't want to like get it twisted. Like, I don't have a huge amount of my net worth in this stock. I have most of my net worth in real estate. I'm collecting rents. I'm breaking necks and cashing checks. And then I have by far my biggest position is still Microsoft. I still have a lot of Tesla. I have a ton of stocks, guys. I have a lot of SoFi. I believe in it, but it's still just made its first pennies. 2 cents, 1 cent, 1 cent. Just show me 6 cents. My 6 cents says 2 cents ain't worth 6 cents. I don't know how this thing goes, but what I'm saying, guys, is show me the money. I know I don't look like Cuba Gooding Jr. And with all due respect to the diminutive hero, Jerry Maguire, a.k.a. Tibbity Tom Cruise, show me the money, Anthony Noto. Show me the money. Show me that dramatic beat that is going to send this stock rocket ship emojis skyward. Anyway, guys, it's going to go back up. Watch. It's just going to go back up. I'm telling you. I'm watching the numbers. I'm watching the options. I'm watching math. I'm watching how the borrowing's going. I'm watching the fact that the shorts are under increasing pressure. You think they're going to reshort here? You think they have that kind of balls? They're already over a barrel. They already didn't cover. They're stupid. They could have just covered at like 620. Some of these old hands. Now you're over a barrel and you're getting a guided tour of the 50 states. Whew! Hold on to them hats and glasses. This isn't like a fun tour. It's a bad tour. Good touch, bad touch. It's bad touch shorts. What's up, Bobby Joe? Hello and welcome. John Bland Joey is here. Hello and welcome. We got Hoodie Embiid. What are the shorts up to today? They're probably doing a quick dry jerk with their tears in their parents' basement. If I know these shorts. No, let's take a good look. Hoodie Embiid. Where do we got these shorts? Let's take a little look-ski. So they were coming in at 17%, which I think is actually BS. Here's a number. It says they're returning shares, but here's a number. Cost to borrow max, 7.95. Nothing negative. Average 0.75. Doesn't seem very high, but this is important. The shares never get expensive to borrow. Why did they all of a sudden briefly get expensive to borrow today? It tells me these shares are under pressure and institutions are not in any type of unanimity that they're going to reshort from 10. I think they're scared as hell, these shorts. And with good reason, dude. Noto's and making announcements every single day coming into earnings. Analysts are going to, honest analysts who actually know what they're talking about are going to start to re-rate this stock upward. The market's going to see it, guys. EPS doesn't lie. You know, bullshit analysts do. So that's all I've got today, guys. SoFi, I'm going to make a bold prediction that SoFi closes firmly green today. And, These shorts are in big trouble, guys. They're on the wrong side of history. There are consequences to being wrong, and they've been wrong every single step of the way. The pricing model on this stock, the valuation should be Fintech Plus. Should be getting at least a 5x forward sales multiple and probably more like 7, 8x. This is a $20 billion company, kids. Hey, kids, do you like Primus? Do you want to buy SoFi shares for less than... Now, guys, John Blanjovi, what's going on? You or at you. Billy Jack is here. Yeah, they certainly are self-serving. Throw them all on a river. Zeus Venezuela, Neo is undervalued. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Neo is grotesquely undervalued. This anti-China bias, I don't agree with the Chinese government necessarily every which way, but everybody the subsidies, how do you think Tesla survived, guys? China EV is just developing at such a rapid pace. It's just crazy. But anyway, this isn't a Neo video. Yeah, but I completely agree with you, Jesus. Anyway, M. Russo, thanks for joining us. Not a lurker, Alberto. We really appreciate our wrenches here. Thanks a lot. SJ Tavares, Air Force Flesh Infection. Appreciate you guys, Trek. Everybody else, Tiff, appreciate you joining us. Deep Night Labs, thanks for joining us again. M. Russo, of course, the great beard, Jake Gadsby. Was that an eye for Yeah, absolutely was. And what, I can't remember the quote right now. It's like, what even movie is that for? Guys, I'm so tired, man. Cum Rocket is here, the great Cum Rocket. Someone else don't know, my name is a reference of crypto. I don't know. We know Gorgonzola and bacon. I'm going to try that with Cornish game hens. Mark Cares, another gorgeous bald man on our channel. We are not only catering to the portly gentleman with the Tebadaki method. I may actually develop a trading system for catch-all gentlemen as well. Because I can do something. If I can do something for fat guys, I can do something for bald guys. Both of us, face our challenges. But if you're fat and bald, I can't help you. Nobody can. No, dude, I love my fat bald brothers. Dude, you guys have great senses of humor. You're probably a great cook. Probably a lot of fun at a barbecue. Hey, guys. You guys like ribs? I'm like, do I like ribs? What kind of question is that? Give me a plate. Anyway, guys, this whole live stream is going nowhere. SoFi going back up. You don't have to admit it, but you have to accept it. You can't stop this train. It's going to 1360. Fintech Plus, blah, blah, blah. Midwest Values from Morgan Fudley is a complete sham. And I believe these ratings are designed to step on the stock. I don't really think you can justify a $4 price target with a bunch of circular gibberish, but you can certainly try. Anyway, guys, SoFi stock's going to move back up. Watch and see. I'm not right all the time, but I'm right this time. Guys, the SoFi stock ticker symbol SOFI. It's standing deals. Hurricane Lopez. It's Poco Mas. Appreciate you watching. Do not like, do not subscribe. If you do, you're a complete turd. Peace. I'm out. Thanks, guys.